We are back for another edition of the TCWN post-race show. The teenager Carson Lofton gets the job done. He's followed by Jimmy Blewett, Jonathan Cash, the ace, the three-time champ Burt Myers, Luke Baldwin, Tom Buzzy, Anthony Bello, the Onion Man Daniel Yates, the Rocket Man Ryan Newman, and then Brandon Ward rounds out the top 10.
This is Burt Myers.
And this is Brandon Ward.
You're watching the TCWN post-race show.
What is up, best racing channel in the world? Welcome back to another edition of the TCWN post-race show. And today we're talking about the Pace-O-Matic 99 from Anderson Motor Speedway, a new track for the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and I guess just jump right into it. But before we do though, be sure y'all do watch all the way to the end, as not everybody watches all the way to the end. So be sure you do that. I do have some things I would like to say about what's coming up in the future. So be sure y'all do that. Also, y'all were driving that countdown for us here. Only 67, but 67% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So be sure, if you haven't already, be sure you do hit that big red subscribe button for me. It'll help me do one. I don't know why I put a thumbs up there, but that's, thumbs up. Be sure you do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We cover racing all over the South with the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic, obviously, and the Z-Max Cars Tour. And coming up in just about a month, actually now, we're closing in on the 2025 Bowman Gray Stadium racing season. We do cover that here as well at TCWN. So be sure you do subscribe if you love short track racing here in the South, because we have it all. Almost everywhere you can go, we have it here, coverage of it in some way, somehow, here on the TCWN Post-Race Show, or on TCWN. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut up about that, and let's go ahead and get into these results, alrighty? So, after, honestly, pretty much dominating, the kid, the teenager, Luke Baldwin, he gets the victory over Polly Hartwig, the third, with a good run. And then the other kid, teenager Carson Lofton, he returns to the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. He is third. And then we find Burt Myers, the ace, in fourth. And then Jake Crum in the Tomato number 99 machine, he is around the top five. Landon Huffman with a good run. He finishes sixth. The Rocket Man Ryan Newman seventh. And after a poor late race restart, Slate Myers, he finishes eighth. And then son of former Daytona 500 champion Jamie McMurray, Carter McMurray, is in ninth. I forgot to say that. It made it sound like Carter McMurray won the Daytona 500, I think, in the last race recap for the Smart Modified Tour. Anyway, Carter McMurray is ninth. And then we find Jonathan Cash in 10th. He rounds up the top 10. And then as we move on, Daniel Yates, the Onion Man, is 11th. And then we find 12th is Johnny K. After hitting the Center Safe Choose Cone at Florence. I forgot to mention that last video as well. But 13th, we find Jimmy Wallace, Joey Coulter, and 14th after having a good run early. He finishes 14th. Joey Braun, 15th. And then we find Jack Baldwin in 16th after getting in a crash. And then Bryce Bailey we find in 17th. Finishing shotgun on the field. So with that being said, that pretty much rounds out the field, and that rounds out the results. So to move on and pretty much tell you what we got going on in the future. So this week for April 15th, I do believe, yes, April 15th, this weekend, this Saturday, there is no racing for either the Smart Modified Tour or the Z-Max Cars Tour. But we do pick it up in 2 weeks on April 22nd. That is South Boston Speedway for the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic. But however, there is no racing for the Z-Max Cars Tour that week. But we will pick up the Z-Max Cars Tour on March 29th at Wake County Speedway. And that is late model stocks only. So no pro late models that night. So hopefully we will have 2 more TCWN post-race show episodes coming in the next 3 weeks. No racing for the Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic on March 29th. I forgot to mention that as well. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Be sure, like I said, drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. God bless. He loves all y'all. Let me make sure I get that in. I just about forgot it. But God loves you. God bless you. God loves you. And the ace, the 3-time Smart Modified Touring champion, Burt Myers, he asks, YouTube.
If you haven't subscribed to Charlie Warren's YouTube videos, go ahead and do that now.